Welcome to World Traveler Cooking, where we cover interesting foods and interesting cuisines from around the world. Today I'm taking a recipe from a Lithuanian cooking site, and this was filed under Lithuanian food, but I don't see anything specifically to make it Lithuanian, so I'm just considering it a sort of a general food today. And this is white sandwich bread. Now, I'm sure there may be other recipes for white sandwich bread, but this is one I found on Lemeistus. And the ingredients are pretty simple. It is a Poolish bread, so and I've had to adjust things a little bit. So the Poolish is 100 grams of flour. I'm using a bread flour here, 100 grams of water. And normally it's had 15 grams of dry yeast. I'm using 25 grams of fresh yeast. About a good tablespoon of sourdough starter from the rye bread. I figured I'd try to make it a little more Lithuanian. And I'm adding a tablespoon of sugar because I find the dry yeast often doesn't get started very well without some sugar. Sorry, no, the fresh yeast doesn't get started very well often without some sugar. And then for the second stage, we have a tablespoon of sugar, about 10 grams of salt, 110 grams of butter, 400 grams of flour, and 170 grams of milk. So we're going to get started with our Poolish right away. I'm going to do this in a bowl that I will be able to use with the stand mixer. So yeah, let's get started. So to make the Poolish, let's add water into the bowl. I'm going to add the yeast, this sourdough rye starter, and the sugar into the bowl. And I'm going to mix this well. So once that's done, we're going to mix in our flour. We should get either a really loose dough or a relatively thick batter. And I'm just going to mix this around until there is no dry flour left, and then I will be back. So at this point I have almost all the dry flour off, so I'm just going to cover this, and I'll come back in half an hour. Now, this next part you can do by hand if you don't have a stand mixer. But I'm going to add my sugar and salt. I would say about, I'm going to add maybe a third of my milk. And maybe a similar amount of flour. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix this. And I'll keep adding more milk and flour until all my milk. Once this dough is fully consolidated, I'm going to hand mix it for a minute or so. Just going to hand knead it. And then I'm going to start mixing in a bit of butter, a little bit at a time, until all of my butter is added. And the dough should be very pliable at that point. But right now it's pretty dry and rigid. So I'll be back in a few moments. So once I have this, it's not super sticky anymore. I'm going to add my first piece of butter, and I've decided not to knead this on the counter because I'm afraid it will make a mess. And I'm going to just go ahead and knead this in, and in a little bit I will add a second piece. Once this is softening up a bit, I'm actually going to put it back in the stand mixer, and I'm going to continue adding the butter a little bit at a time. But you could keep doing this by hand. Now I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap. I'm going to let it sit for 45 minutes to an hour, let it rise, and then we will bake it. So this actually only took half an hour, and might be because I'm in the tropics while the recipe is from Lithuania. So obviously temperature will be a little different. So from here I'm going to brush it with milk. And then I'm going to sprinkle, if you want to sprinkle seeds on it, you can. I'm going to sprinkle sesame. So this recipe did not produce a massive amount of oven spring, so keep that in mind. But the dough is quite soft, so it's probably good that I put it in the oven when I did. I'm going to let this cool now for 15 or so minutes before I try to take it out of the pan. The recipe did say to grease the pan, and I didn't do that because the dough was so greasy. I'm now thinking that might have been a mistake, so something to learn from. But we're going to let this cool down, and then I'll be back. So this actually came out of the pan extremely easily, as in like I just flipped the pan over and the bread fell out. So I'm going to let this sit again to cool for another half an hour, then I'm going to take a taste test. So this is still a little warm, but let's try cutting it open. Wow, that cuts really easily. Though taking it out of the pan has apparently damaged this part a little here. Alright, I'm going to try a little taste test just with some butter. And now for the taste test. So the texture is very soft. It's not like the chewier breads that I normally make. This would definitely make nice sandwiches. It seems to hold together reasonably well. Yeah, it's very nice. So I still don't know if there's anything particularly Lithuanian about this bread. If you are from Lithuania, please let me know in the comments. But if you'd like to see more of this sort of content, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment about this video if you have anything to say about it. At any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit. See you next week.